Hi guys, it's Shayla again from Freckle Finance. Today I'm going to do the January budget wrap-up video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button below. I upload videos on personal finance, financial independence, and lifestyle videos. Let's just jump right into this. So as normal, our income, mortgage, and property tax are all going to remain private. So for trash, we have $34, and we only pay 3 times a year? Quarterly. We pay quarterly, sorry, 4 times a year. So that's just the amount that we will have to pay on average per month. So it's just keeping that in the account, floating it until we have to pay it. But I didn't count it as spending because we didn't spend it this month. Electric and gas, I budgeted 70, it was 127. So not that great, but also we're still working out how much things cost. It was one of the colder times of the year. We do have a 4-month-old, and so he does need, you know, the temperature to be maintained more than I would need. For water, $60, it was $105.09, but that was 2 months worth of water bill, and I budgeted for what I expected 1 month to be. So I think overall we're going to be okay on the water bill. HOA, $136. We started getting bill for it, so $18.13 is what we had now, so that's probably just what's left over from our closing costs that we had to pay. Car gas, $22.46. We did not drive very much, and I will get into that later. Groceries, $300. We spent $398.51. I did do a Costco video, and I gave a bit of an explanation there. Overall, I think it still worked out okay. I didn't have to go and get more groceries really later, just a few things that I had to pick up. Entertainment, we actually went out this month. So if you look over here, we went to the movies. We got some popcorn and pop. The reason the movies are not that cheap for 2 people, we bought like Costco tickets, and that was the upgrade because we actually went to like IMAX 3D movie. And then we went to a pool hall. I did bring my son to that one. So the movie was just the 2 of us. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law watched him. They put him to bed, and he went to bed so great. So easily I was, you know, there worried, like trying to slyly check my phone so that no one else would be disturbed, and he went to bed great. So it was so nice. We went skating. Yeah, Northern California skating. So that was cool. And then there's a parking fee, or no, sorry, the park fee is, there was an entrance to a park that we wanted to, that we went on a hike. So if we go back over here, cell phone is the same as normal, internet is the same as normal. My husband's spending, you'll see he didn't spend very much at all. He bought a few things from Amazon and his Dollar Shave Club, which he says he's going to try to not get every single month because he says he doesn't need it that frequently. But he got it this month. My spending, I also didn't do that much, and you'll hear why in a second, but I bought a water bottle to work out at the gym, and haven't worked out at the gym basically too much since, but will explain. I went to Starbucks, Dollar Tree. I bought some organization stuff, which I could have put in a different category, but it was only $4.39. So my massage, the only expensive thing here that does include tip. And I went to Sprouts to buy some chocolate. It's a decent distance for me to go, like for a walk. So I figured it would be a nice walk with my son, and yeah. So restaurants, $140.13. We did stay under budget for that, which that's a surprise to me. So we went to Wendy's. That was food at the pool hall. That was my husband bought that. I actually only stopped in for about an hour and a half and left because it was my son's bedtime. We went to a place called, I met up with a friend after my son was in bed, so I'm starting to get out now. And it was $8.23 for some like dessert stuff I bought. I ate at Costco. Plated is the meal service. I've done a review on it. I went to another French cafe, and it was $13.08 for that. Dish and Dash. This is a Middle Eastern fast food restaurant. It was very good. A little on the pricier side, but honestly it was really good. So, and we went to Wendy's again, and then Domino's. Yeah, so we're pretty big on the fast food instead of going out to the nice restaurants, but There's no point right now for us to go to a nice restaurant. First of all, I'm breastfeeding, so I'm not drinking anything. And secondly, we don't really have a babysitter, so I'm not going to go to a nice restaurant with, bringing a 4-month-old. So, and then my son's one, $153.51, which is over budget. So you will see here, car seat. Now you're probably wondering, why did I need to buy a car seat? Because he's only 4 months old and he doesn't need to be swapped into a convertible car seat, which is what we ended up buying. Well, we got into a bit of a car accident, a very slow car accident. It was in a parking lot. I can do a video. Actually, I'm planning on doing a video kind of going over the process of how things worked, because I was quite shocked. I've never had to do a claim before, but our bumper needed to be replaced. It was like hanging a bit. So I can go over a video for that. But basically I went online, found a good convertible car seat, and that was a good price. This was actually like a discounted price. It was normally quite a bit more money elsewhere, so Target had it the cheapest. And then I think I ended up buying some clothes for my son at Target because he's growing slower now, but he is going to go into the next size, and I don't have anything in the next size really. I could have put that under his clothes, but you'll see I already spent his whole budget on clothes, or I spent the whole clothing budget on him already. And then, well, and me. Okay, so clothes, like I said, over budget, $109.83. We can go back over here. And Carter's, obviously, it was not for me, but Old Navy was for me. I bought some gym clothes. Then didn't go to the gym. Now, oh, I said I was going to explain the water bottle and the gym thing. Sorry, the water bottle and well, I haven't used it really. So we didn't have in our insurance to get a rental car. That was something we consciously made. This was not a shock to us. We're going to re-look at that because we haven't had our car for over a week and a half now. So it's getting a little, I don't know, I'm kind of stuck at home, which is why our actual monthly spending is in check because we haven't been able to go anywhere. My husband carpools to work, so home furnishings, $67, a little over budget. Let's see. Oh, it was just one thing. I just went to Target. When I went to Target, I went a little wild and I got these cute things to kind of store my son's toys and books down here, and just blankets and stuff like that, just so it's a little tidier looking. Toll. Once the amount we have in our fund for the toll goes down, because we have one of those things that just scans it. I forget what they're called, I'm sorry. But once that goes down, it does withdraw $25. So that's what happened this month. Uber, $64.50, so a little over budget because my husband did need to go a few places. So that meant that he had to take an Uber there. And I didn't go anywhere because we actually left the car seat in the car. So we don't have my son's car seat available. We only have the destroyed one, which is not safe. I mean, it's not destroyed, but it's recommended that you buy. It's heavily recommended that no matter what level of accident you're in, that you buy a new car seat. So, gym membership. This is just the first and last month of membership, so that's going to stabilize around $50. House items, $119.54. So I bought stuff for the emergency kit, which originally, I believe when I did this video, I had it as its own section, but I just added it into household items because we didn't use that much. I bought batteries, and there was an approval fee, which we got something done on the landscaping in the front of our yard, and we had to pay $25 to get that approved from the HOA, which is a little shock to me, but I did read the HOA documents, and I guess that one I missed. It's not a big deal. We're never going to really need to, very infrequently we'll need something to be approved by the HOA. And I did go to an HOA meeting, and they have a spot open soon for the financial person on the HOA, so I'm like, I'm gonna run for that for sure. Like, I am so determined to get that position so I can make sure that they're not wasting our money and mismanaging it. So we had finished buying large items for house category. You'll see nothing. And this is up for debate whether you want to add money into it, because if you look down here, we've got the car insurance deductible. I went through my insurance. I can explain in a future video. But that and some of the overspending this month, it didn't leave us with enough money to fund that category. I do have more than $500 in our car fund, but it's like, do I refund that or do I just take it out of our current budget? Like, this was only gonna be another sinking fund, so I just took it out of that sinking fund. I think we can hold off on some of the spending. Every time I go to buy something, I'm like, I don't know. So we didn't buy any stuff for that category, so yet I've just been too busy, so it happens. Carpool, my husband offered money. He said, no, we're gonna keep offering and see what he says, because we are definitely willing to pay for the carpool. $85 for emergency food and water. Do you know what? The $82.54 over here is actually the rest of the emergency kit. So it's not the food, it's everything else that we need, which was a little on the pricier side, but I didn't have anything like the radio or the flashlight or any of that stuff. So I just wanted to have a fully stocked emergency kit, because we've been getting a lot of earthquakes here, and there was even like a tsunami thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. It turns out we would have been like very minimally affected if the tsunami did make it down this far, but a lot of scary things have been happening. So that is our budget for January, and I mean, it's not very good this month, but at the same time, I could have floated some of this through sinking funds and decided not to. And you can't really predict a car accident or that the other person's insurance company would not be covering it. So I will give this a B+, because we still wouldn't have had the full $1165 for the large item sinking fund, whether or not we got into this car accident, because we didn't overspend that much more. We probably honestly spent less because of it. So this was not the greatest month, but overall, like, we didn't have to pull money from anywhere else. We didn't go into debt because we never do. So yeah, I'm happy with this budget. And remember, no matter what your financial situation is, have a great day. Bye.